Well, hello guys, time for episode 40 of the Soul Harvest series. I decided to make, man. It took longer than I was expecting, but that's okay. I did want to have this one on my channel. With this one, the Spellforce 3 universe will be almost complete. I'm missing one more thing. Not sure if I'm gonna do that one though, because I got in a bit of a rage thing in that one. Yeah, I'm talking about the journey missions. Now, let's recap. We wrapped up the dwarf stories, and Katras was presenting an architect who was investigating the location of the Temple of Light. All right, let me check. Am I okay? And let's go.
I'm right here, Your Majesty. May I present Gilbar Mercal, the archaeologist?
Okay, give me just a second, just in case I don't find anything. For a screenshot, I will just have to use this one. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's see.
You found him.
Found him.
In a brothel in Everlight, yes. Lovely chap, he really is.
It wasn't a brothel. It was a bathing house. Now, while I'm humbled to be here, will somebody please tell me what this is about? Why am I here?
You have been dwarf napped.
You're here because Nortander needs your services. Tell us, Gilbert Mercal. What do you know about the Temple of Light?
I hear Gilbert all the time. Every time she says Gilbert Mercal, I only hear Gilbert Mercal. Miracle. It's not even Miracle, it's Miracle. Guys. And so Robbie. God damn it.
The Temple of... Wait. Does that mean you believe me? You believe it exists?
Sure we do, buddy.
We certainly do. And we have taken an interest in finding it.
Your Majesty, I don't know what to say. This is an honor. I've spent my entire life...
I think this one is better for a screenshot, like a close-up. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Alright, better. That's the last one, I promise.
We know you have. And if your research proves to be helpful, I will see you get the recognition you deserve. Now tell us what you know. What is the Temple of Light? And where is it?
Well, where shall I start? First of all, you need to know that Io is a land full of ancient secrets and...
The short version, please.
Fine. You all know about the God of Light, at least since the Purity Wars. It's an interdimensional entity with hostile intentions. What you probably don't know is that Rondar Lacane wasn't the first person to try to bring it into our world. An ancient people did, too. They were the ones who constructed the original gate, a portal devised to let the God of Light into our world. And they kept it in their temple.
The Temple of Light.
Temple of Light.
Yes. I doubt that was the name these people used, but according to my research, it's somewhere between the Lorrainian swamplands and Windholm, above the border of the Howling Steppes.
The Aliani prophecy, Jakku, also mentions this gate. What makes it any different from the portal that Lacane tried to open in the Hall of Justice?
The god fits through that gate easily. Probably.
Well, I don't know about any Chaku, but Rondar Lacane created a tear, a fracture in the veil that seals itself with time. The gate, on the other hand, cannot be closed once it has been opened.
Interesting.
If it helps, picture the tear as a needle-sized hole in a piece of fabric. The gate is the equivalent of ripping the fabric apart.
Before the Purity Wars, no one even knew the God of Light existed. How is that possible?
An excellent question. At first, I thought the records were simply lost to time, but the patterns were too strong to be ordinary coincidence. I think, at some point or another, every civilization purged the God of Light from their records. Perhaps they all concluded the knowledge was too dangerous.
Like the Hibernians in Old Halu. They also knew about the God of Light, but wrote remarkably little about it.
They were one, yes.
An ancient people? Are you talking about the Shapers?
I know who the Xarlonthep are. And no, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about a different culture. Well developed at their zenith, but small in number.
When was that?
Well, that's hard to say, really, as they left hardly any traces. The few I found suggest that they lived around the same time the Xarlonthep did, but died before these became a world empire.
I don't get it. I'm no archaeologist, but if this culture was as well developed as you said, how come they left no traces?
That's the conundrum I've been dealing with for a long time. My esteemed colleagues say it is because these people didn't exist. You don't even know what they called themselves, they say. I know they did, though. And the God of Light's existence stands testimony to that. There's one theory I have regarding their disappearance, but I have little evidence to support it.
Which is...
That someone tried to erase them from history. Someone covered their tracks.
So that's why the masked woman is looking for the temple. It's where the corrupted Enjaku after all. By opening the gate.
With the energy of the Horde of Souls. Remember the Purity Wars? Lacane needed the magic of Tahar's mother to open the portal for the God of Light. And as she, the last Shaper, died, they needed another energy source. That's what they siphoned those souls for, to open the gate in the Temple of Light.
I don't follow. Horde of souls? Masked woman? You think somebody's actually trying to open the gate?
Sadly, we don't think we know. Tell me, did someone break into your house last week? Ferreted through your desk, perchance?
You mean... Oh, Guardians, this is terrible. I don't know what to say.
Do you think they've located it already? Are you missing, I don't know, a map or something?
Now that you mention it, yes. I've been wondering where that notebook went.
Then we have no time to lose. We will make for Windholm and...
Why Windholm?
Wait!
Kayawu?
Sir Merkel, you are wrong. The temple isn't near the steps. It's in the steps. It's next to our village.
I did refer to the last battle, and yes, it's in the Howling Steps. I never said where. The one where we have a 2 versus 2 kind of thing. It's over there, yes. Now I can talk about it a bit.
I'm sorry, boy. Who are you?
Not sure if it's right now, if we have to do something before that, but It's close.
Those ancient people you were talking about, they are our ancestors. We were once 4 tribes, and the chieftains introduced Sheoldred as a god to worship. They wanted to open the gate, but a group of us rebelled and stopped them. They sealed off the temple, changed their ways, and became what we are today. Jakku isn't just a prophecy, it's a reminder of what once was.
Why on Io didn't you tell us? This could have changed everything.
Not his secret to tell though, but now we were close, so...
Because it's the law. Never, under any circumstances, must the chieftain or his kin reveal the whereabouts of the temple. Never. You just don't understand, General. Every custom we have, every tradition we honor, every law that I am bound to, I broke them all. I have broken with everything I once deemed holy to help you. My father forgave it all. But had I told you about the temple, well, I would have been an Aliani no longer. I am an Aliani no longer.
You hoped we would find the temple on our own?
Yes. That way, I would not have become a traitor.
If you haven't told us after all this time, why now?
Because if the Crescent concludes that the temple is in the steppes, their next move will be to question my people. We must get there before they do. We must.
Shit.
Was it news? The question number 5, we talked about this, like...
Wait, the Aliani used to worship Sheoldred? Why?
For a reason similar to that of the Hibernian prince.
Oh.
They were seeking its favor.
But the...
I don't have to tell you how powerful Sheoldred is. It can create new realities with a mere thought.
Yeah, but the worship changed in time.
And that was what they wanted? A new reality?
So they can sit on their... Yeah, I understand.
One where the Aliani didn't just rule the steppes, but all of Northander. Thankfully, some of our people saw the implications of this and stopped the chieftains before it was too late. Do you understand now? This is why we have our ways.
And all that tech has been forgotten, so they don't get tempted.
We vowed to never again let Sheoldred enslave us with promises of power or to succumb to those sins. If Jakku were to happen again, we, by all that's sacred, would be observers, not perpetrators.
Okay, they gained my respect again. I forgot details. Okay.
What's done is done. Just tell us where the temple is.
It's northwest of the village. Not far, but nowhere near the border with Lar, as Sir Merkel said. I can take you there.
My guess is where the dark part of the map was, right? Northwest? Wait, that was northeast that I'm talking about. Okay.
Is that wise? The Dark Crescent might be waiting for us.
So we are fighting dark elves over there.
Very unlikely. If they only just stole Mercal's research, it will take them time to figure it out. We can move in and fortify our position at the village and temple. Then, when they appear, we strike.
This battle was really cool. I actually played it on Circle Mage after I finished the campaign on normal. I played it with all the races and different team combinations. I might upload those. I might upload them. Yeah. But with this one, I don't know. I think I'll play with the humans only. Of course, we are on Circle Mage right now. Maybe with humans, yeah. And it's pretty cool. You'll see. We get a reinforcement thing, so we can play with soldiers from the Wolf Guard. And yeah. I guess we are starting the RTS phase soon. Yeah, so I can talk about it a bit. And each, as I said, we are split into 2 groups, each with 4 heroes. That's why I kept staying with my core group so I can handle it better, you know. So I'm very efficient at it. And that's why I equipped the other dudes. I was preparing for this fight, so they can stand on their own, because yeah, I'll try to give the AI some sectors, but I'm not sure if he will be fast enough to capture them. Okay, at least 2 or 3 sectors so he can hold his own, so he can have a bigger army, even though I was able to beat this thing on my own with what I had. And depending on who you pick, you get a bonus, you know, for that fight. It's pretty cool. Like, I think Wraith had something like cheaper units, which adds on top of what you already had. So my Wolf Guard was like nothing compared to costs, you know. I could just spam them. Yeah, overall it's going to be cool, really cool fight. And yeah, I can't wait to play it. I probably will stop this episode at some point so I can save some temporary saves. We'll see. And though my team is decided for this battle, and I picked the human race, so yeah, maybe we'll just stop before we start. After all the talking, you know how it is. If I mess up, so I can restart easier, no? Something like that. We'll see.
And catch them red-handed alongside the last corrupted. Smart.
Alright, let's go.
General, you will go on ahead with the Wolf Guard. Secure the Aliani village first, then head to the temple. I will mobilize as many levies as I can, and then follow.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it with all the races this time. I have the other recordings from 2020, so I probably will upload those also after I finish the series. Would be cool. Okay, as many levies. Yes. The Aliani could help us.
Kayao, do you think your people would be willing to help us?
Not sure.
I don't know. I am a traitor now. And even if they would, they are not warriors.
I do not think we should involve the Aliani in this fight. It is enough if we protect them from the Crescent.
Yeah, let's do that.
Thank you, Your Majesty. That means a lot to me. To us.
Why not destroy the temple? If there's no gate, then there's no way for such evil god to enter, right?
For once, I agree with Catris. Without the gate, it won't matter how powerful the Horde of Souls is.
That would not work. The temple is only a physical structure, whereas the gate is part of the veil. It won't matter if there's a building or just a pile of rubble.
Okay, let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Quick save here.
You should. I want you to set out by the next morrow. In the meantime, prepare yourself and the Wolf Guard as well as you can. Everything depends on your success.
Yeah, I equipped them pretty much. what I could do is to visit Calabrock a bit. Oh yes, and probably we will have some dialogues, right?
I'm listening.
Let me check how we are on time on this one. I would like to intro... Okay. "20 minutes. I would like to
General.
Interesting. So long.
Tiara's light, General.
include a start, you know, when we enter that area. Or, okay.
What do we have here? Kaiawu, what's wrong?
He's a traitor.
Nothing.
Oh, I forgot the window open. Alright. Wasn't sure why I was hearing screaming. It's kids outside. Okay, let's go.
Is this about what happened in Windholm?
I thought we were doing good. Arrakis and his people were hurting others. We had to stop them.
We did.
But we're not any better. Don't you see? I told myself everything we were doing was necessary to stop more violence. It's like the fire from that statue. Once it starts, it just keeps spreading and spreading. Malik would have killed everyone.
Malik.
Malik wanted rapid change, no matter the cost. We only agreed to stop Arrakis.
But that's what I mean. We enabled more violence just as much as Arrakis did.
That's not true. We didn't know what Malik would do.
I don't think that mattered to the civilians caught between the rebels and Arrakis' lackeys.
Why does this only bother you now?
I mean, this isn't the first time I've thought about it. I guess Malik's actions opened my eyes. It's like seeing something new and knowing you can't unsee it. Not that I'd want to, but now I'm left not knowing what to think.
So we shouldn't have done anything?
I don't know.
You're right. Sometimes there's a fine line between stopping atrocities and committing them. We shouldn't forget that.
So Arrakis, Iskrim, even Malik, were they always that way? Or did they mean well once?
I don't think anyone wakes up one day and decides to do wrong. It comes slowly. One thing after another.
What do you mean?
It's the small moments that stick with us. Like saving up coin. We tuck it away deep inside our pockets, day after day. By the time the purse is full, we don't even realize the weight we're carrying around. So maybe they did mean well once. Maybe they still do, in their own minds.
I joined believing I was saving the world, doing good. Every act of violence, every fight, it was all necessary. I told myself it was necessary.
Are you having doubts about what we're trying to do?
Not exactly. I know Shayok Dead must be stopped. But that desire for self-preservation, isn't that in itself selfishness? Everything seems so much more complicated than I was taught to believe.
Good is defined by those who have the privilege to choose. Ask any tyrant in history if they meant to be evil. We're all trying to do good. You get to decide what doing good means to you, and what you'll do about it.
You've certainly given me a lot to think about. I think I want to be alone for a while. Can we talk again later?
Not sure. Maybe after.
Yes.
A new point of interest has been revealed. Okay. Let's talk to everybody, make the rounds. I will get a bit to the Calabrok in this episode. We will go to the Liani village also.
Oh, hello, Erev. Forgive me, I was thinking.
Something wrong?
I had a dream. It was about Atros and Jirobi.
What did you see?
I was back at our house in the village. They were both still alive, and Jirobi had prepared dinner for the three of us. It was so lively, so vivid. We talked, we laughed, and it was beautiful.
Was it?
Then, all of a sudden, the floor disappeared.
It disappeared?
Yes. Instead, we were all sitting atop an ocean of blood. And while I, for some reason, just floated, Atros and Jirobi sank. They sank and sank. And with every inch that their bodies submerged, they withered, rotted. They screamed for help. And all I would have needed to do was reach out for them and pull them to me, to safety. But I didn't. I just stood there and watched.
A lot of messed up people we have in our party.
I just stood there and watched as their silhouettes sunk down into that sea. The last thing I remember before waking up was looking at my hands and seeing that they were glowing and melting off. Like my flesh had somehow turned into wax made of pure light.
What do you think that dream is trying to tell you?
Well, I've been racking my brains over that question the entire day. It might just be a resurfacing of my guilt. Or maybe simply my family's last goodbye now that I've... well...
moved on.
Come to terms with their deaths?
accepted it. And accepted that I want to continue living, despite it all. Claws of No, I'm sorry, Aerith. This surely isn't what you need the last night before the big battle. This might be an unusual request. But would you care to join me for a drink down in the city? I just need to get my mind off things. And a friend to talk to.
Lead the way.
General.
Okay.
I'll be going. We'll speak later.
Sure.
Alright, let's talk to our whatever we are. It's not decided yet.
Hey, need something?
No.
I'll see you around and stay safe.
You too.
Keep it up.
Nope. We don't need
Out of the way.
anything.
Stay close.
Let's go. Crap dunk.
The best wares from Kalea to Northampton.
No. Mighty spear. have? Oh. Okay.
Come again. May Tiara bless your
Over
path.
here.
We are done with this.
Nothing new today.
Okay. Let's talk to Katras.
It was an honor, General. You're a warrior most noble, a great friend, and an inspiration to me and all of my men. Now let's get out there and give those bastards hell.
Beg your pardon?
You're planning to leave after this, aren't you?
What? That was my goodbye speech. That's what people do before charging into the final battle, isn't it? How did I do?
Great, buddy. Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, I just came to tell you to hurry the hell up. Your men still haven't saddled their horses.
You made that up.
Yes, I did.
I'll see you on the battlefield, okay? My axe still needs sharpening.
This way.
Yes?
Farewell.
Good day, General.
Hey,
If
Bergold.
it isn't the puny paleskin, yes?
I have to be
Okay.
going.
Yes, yes, do as you please. Now, back to work.
And that statue isn't finished yet.
What's this?
Hmm?
The Wolf Guard is ready to march. How about the rebels?
We're as ready as we can be. But you knew that already, didn't you? Why are you here then?
I just wanted to thank you for sticking around.
I appreciate it. Tell me, if I told you that all this fighting for the greater good, sticking up for something, is actually against my nature, what would you say?
I doubt it.
That means a lot to me. You see, Erev, the reason I stuck with the privateers and didn't come right back to Windhelm back then was because part of me was afraid to. Being out there on the open sea, it made it easy to forget about all the shit Malik and I were put through. Every day there's just the wind in your face, the planks below your feet, the ropes in your calloused hands. I know it probably sounds like I'm romanticizing, but there was something unique to that freedom. Going back, it would have meant fighting. So, Malik was right. Part of me didn't want to lead the rebellion. Part of me didn't want this war. Part of me just wanted to forget about the Rara hailstone that grew up in the gutter.
Sounds an awful lot like Iria.
I guess. Though Iria is running for running's sake. I ran from something in particular. Also, I think you're doing quite a good job at grounding her.
I'll do what I can.
You're a good woman, Erev. Never let anybody tell you differently. Anyway, there's a lot to do. Let's get back to it.
Alright, conversation is over. Let's I wanna go to Calabrok a bit to see, you know, that guy we saved. Let's see what were the rings he had. But first, let's go and turn in some more moon silver. Yeah, let me just do it like this.
Get ready.
Ooh, great minds think alike.
Keep that order.
We can take them.
Man, this abomination, man.
Aye, what do we have here?
Statue is broken. Oh, this.
Welcome back. Did you find any moon silver
I
artifacts?
think I have a few.
Here's what I found.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you so much, Surfacer.
10
Compensation, as agreed.
That's it.
That way?
Is it done? Oh, they're still expecting. Let's visit this dude. I wanna see something.
After you.
Yeah, I'm using a key for this. Because I'm always using it, if you didn't notice. Alright.
Again. What brings you back this time?
Like to
I'd
trade.
like to see your...
Aye. Did you break anything? You pay double.
No. No. We will need to use that teleport. Yeah, let's go to Calabrock. I don't remember other merchants with jewelry and stuff. We met a few merchants, but they mostly had Calabrock. We're going to kill. Is this good? Let's see.
Yes?
Maybe I should have bought some consumables, but I don't think we need them. Oh.
You know the way, right?
Come on. But he had specialized rings, right? Let's see. Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Ricochet ring, shield ring. I don't know if they stack. I could give this the Merc too. Yeah, these are just... Did I give that to Wraith? I think we have one of these. Alright. We got what we could. Let's move on. I'm gonna make a save over here, a temporary save. Just in case I decide to come back. No, humans. Playing with humans. Even though it would be interesting to mix the soldiers, the wolf guard with dwarves and stuff like that. But let's play with humans only.
As expected, you find little sleep on the journey and fill the nights with long walks instead. On one particular stroll, You find Kaiawu sitting alone on the far end of the camp. You talk far into the early morning hours, sharing your hopes, your fears, and the almost illicit sense that this time, finally, you have the advantage. As dawn breaks and the rest of the Wolf Guard stirs, you feel strangely at ease. Dwarves, dark elves, and humans alike, all under one banner. If they can't stop the Crescent, who can? Tomorrow, you'll reach the Howling Steps.
Oh, I think
Not
we
only
get...
to stop the last corrupted and with her
We
Jakku,
might...
but also to find answers.
We might get a dream phase. Let me see how we are on time. 40 minutes. Let's
Here
go.
we are.
No.
Can you lead the way to your village, Kaiawu? We should talk to them first.
Yes, I can show you. What about the rest of our troops, though? Shouldn't we wait for them to catch up?
They'll set up camp north, near where you said the temple entrance is. We need to cover that ground if we don't want the Crescent to surprise us. Let's go.
And we have some quests over here. Alright. They don't describe them though. Let me just see. Okay. We explored this thoroughly, so...
Smoke.
Must be the autumn rites. Still, we should hurry.
Autumn rights, I don't know about that. Yeah.
What do you need? Stay close.
They were interrogated. What's this?
Huh. Interesting.
Ooh. Let's read this. Did the wyverns respond? I wonder. Let me think a bit. So you can use flaming flask. No, that one has. Let's use silence flask. This I'm not sure. Oh, we need the stone of homecoming also. Yeah, keep her with the stone of homecoming.
You were
And
saying?
you can take the silencing. Alright, I hope I'll probably will not use it that much. I'll consume the flaming flasks. And we don't have any weakening things, huh? Yeah. Should keep some because there is some more after we do the RTS phase. It's not over. So
Need something?
I'll catch up.
it's familiar. Erev. Oh my, so many dead.
Is that?
Father! Ancestors' mercy! Father!
He's with the ancestors, Kaiawu.
No! No, 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 no!
What happened here?
An army of dark elves showed up here. We were out hunting with Tekana and his men, and when we came back, the village was aflame.
I didn't realize this guy has a right actor's voice, but he changed a bit the...
We dealt with the elves that were still here, but the rest of them moved on.
The Crescent. They must have found out that the temple isn't where Mercal thought it'd be quicker than we expected.
You know about the temple? Then this is what they came here for.
Yes, and if they're not here anymore, it means that Chieftain Mayawa must have told them the whereabouts of the temple. Damn it! We need to stop them, and fast. Kayawu, lead us to the temple.
Walk with the ancestors, Father. Find peace on the great journey.
Yeah, I'm only concerned about the loot right now. Well, it was expected they would have gotten here because they were looking for the temple, so we are not to blame for this. In case Kayawu tries to throw it on us.
Kayawu, please.
I did this to them, you know. This is my fault.
Didn't do it to them, man. Yeah, this could have been prevented if you would have told us earlier. Indeed.
You're right. This wouldn't have happened had we known about the Aliani's connection to the temple. But it did. All we can do now is to save what's left.
Ancestors, I was such a fool! I should have known you wouldn't find the temple on your own, but still I waited. I waited because I didn't want to break the laws. I waited until they died. Just like what I accused my father of doing. And here I thought
it was again, it was a situation where you were damned if you did and damned if you didn't. No, there was no good outcome for him personally.
Look, I'm sorry about this. I truly am. But if we don't go now, Sheobded will destroy everything. And their deaths will have been for nothing. Is that what you want? Please, Kayawu. We need you.
Oh.
Good. Sane, can you spare any of your men? We need every blade we can get.
Count on it.
General Arif.
The Crescent. They're already at the temple.
Already here, we know. They destroyed the village.
Oh, Tiara's breath. But how? How could they know the temple is in the steppes?
Maybe there is.
Maybe there's a traitor in our ranks. Either way, we need to focus. Give me a breakdown of the situation.
Of course. The Crescent's base is near the temple entrance, which makes sense since their main objective is probably to keep everyone away from it while they try to break in. They also have numerous outposts all over the steppes, each of them reinforced with portals, through which they send siphoned. Despite all that, I wouldn't expect them to be too defensive. They'll probably harry us with attacks, so that we don't even think about coming for the temple. To make matters worse, they even seem to have struck a bargain with the survivors of the fleshkin orcs we fought in the Crimson Mire. They're only a handful, but enough to be a threat. Now, the Wolf Guard set up camp further down the valley. The Queen's levies have also arrived and have taken up position in the Sand Prowler's old base. The question is, who do you want to lead them?
Yeah, this is what I was saying about. This is what I was talking about back then. Let's see. Right, slightly reduced unit costs for you and your allies. Increased building health for you and your allies. Bigger expansion, bigger resistance. Yeah, slightly, but on top of what we have, some units will be dirt cheap. And we will be able to spam them like forever. And yeah, building health might be good also, so we don't keep coming back every time they harass us. And yeah, I'm not sure what to take though. Everything works. I have most of the schematics bought, as you could see. Should we go for building health? Not even sure. I do wanna get this done, like conquering everything in this one. Conquering, not just going for the main sector and that's it. I wanna beat them thoroughly, you know. If you have units, let's use I'm not sure. Let's use Kayao, as we do have unit costs reduced. Let's use Kayao. Okay, so that way maybe we can just push sometimes instead of running back, you know, to even though we do have the travel stone. Let's use Kayao.
Kayao, you lead the levies.
Me? But I'm not a commander.
Neither is Wraith.
The soldiers will help you with the commanding part. You know these steps better than anyone.
I understand. I will not let you down, General Aerith.
Good. Anything else, General? If not, time is running out.
Okay, we will stop. I wanna do the RTS part separately. So let's stop whenever we get command. Alright.
How long before they break through the temple gate?
Oh, it's timed. I didn't remember it's timed, but it's doable. It's alright.
Impossible to say. It could be weeks, days, or hours.
Okay.
All the more reason to make haste. Any chance we could negotiate with the Fleshkin? Come to some kind of agreement?
Yeah, we tried, but they threw a javelin right at our envoy. She survived, but I think the message is clear.
Then let's give these bastards hell. Let's make sure they pay for every soul they siphoned.
Well said, ma'am. Nihov, guide your sword.
Okay, let's see, is this the hat? Oh, meet your troops down in the valley. Okay. I don't remember what's with the side quests though.
You got it.
Well, this changed a bit, right? We have a path through that. Let's take... Let's just take the gate. And we will stop right here. Are they there? Okay.
Ugh, cramp.
Let's stop over here with this episode. What was it? Episode 40, I think, right? And we will continue next time with an awesome RTS mission. As I said, I do love the game. I do love the game. There are some things that could work better, but I generally love the game and the universe. So, alright. Let's stop over here. So we took Kayao. So we have stronger buildings. That doesn't mean I won't get the upgrades. I'll see you next time. I will take a short break, probably. I am recording everything on this last bit today, I hope. So I can finish the series finally. Yeah, so... yeah, I wanna be... making sure I won't get interrupted like it was a few episodes ago with a cat. So yeah. Alright, let's stop over here.